Hey guys, how's it going on? Spits the Generation here with Real Talk. And I was going to do a review today, but I ran out of time because I had to do some work. So now you're getting Real Talk, and review is going to be coming either on Monday or Tuesday. And the review format is going to be changing, but I'll talk to you about that when I do the review. So without further ado, let's start Real Talk. And today I'm going to be talking about high school. And I know I'm going to try to keep this as objective as possible. I know that's kind of impossible when you're talking about something that's so ingrained in your daily life, but I'm going to try to do that. And with class selection coming up, I'm going to be talking about basically the future. And it's hard to explain, it's hard to summarize my thoughts in a comprehensible thesis for why I don't want to pick classes for my 10th year. And so I think everybody can understand what 10th year means. 10 years of school, so I will be a sophomore next year. And what that means is that, so for people who don't know, there's something called, there's sort of an advanced diploma where you take advanced classes and then you graduate with an advanced diploma. People don't like to do it because it's really hard, and I'm probably going to do it because, why not? But the problem with that is that I want to take a lot of classes that I can't normally take. Like, I want to take computer science because I'm a nerd, but I don't think I can take computer science. And I want to take physics, and I know I can take physics, but there are so many classes that I'm not sure if I can take because of this, and which sucks. And I don't even know what I want to do yet, like as a job or even as a major in college. But with this sort of not even forcing, but making somebody to choose a path, they're making somebody choose a path in their future in 10th grade. No! I remember in health class, we were learning about teenagers and with the prefrontal cortex. If you don't know what that is, it's a part of your brain that controls decision-making and the decision-making process. And in teenagers, it is very underdeveloped compared to adults. That's why teenagers make so many stupid mistakes. And so, about that, do you think a 9th/10th grader will be able to make adequate decisions on what they want to do in the future? No! You would absolutely not say that. So why are they making us do it? I know this is kind of screaming at a brick wall, because first of all, it's not going to have any effect. Second of all, so many people are also screaming at that brick wall that my voice would just get mingled in. But there's a legitimate problem, and it's not bad per se, but it requires a lot of foresight, which personally I don't want to put into my education. I am willing to study and put in effort, but to the point where I have to think ahead and plan ahead to what I want to do in the future, that's not as in-depth as I want to go. Like, I know kids that are reading organic chemistry books to get more in-depth on their biology classes, and even they don't know what they want to do. So how is me, a relative slacker, like I do the bare minimum to get the best grade possible, how am I supposed to choose what I want to do in life? Because there are certain prerequisites that you have to do for class. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but there are certain prerequisites that you have to do for classes, or for college majors. Like, say I wanted to be a physicist or an engineer. Well, that requires 3 years of IB math and 2 years of physics. Well, what if I don't want to take physics? I do want to take physics, but say if I didn't, then I would be screwed, and I couldn't become an engineer in college, even though I want to. And I'm sure I'm probably getting this wrong, because, I haven't done research, because I'm in 9th grade, and I shouldn't be thinking about my college major yet. Oh, this is just so convoluted. I can't... So that's what I'm saying. And maybe I want to go into computer science, but that requires a year of computer science, maybe even 2. I don't know. But I'm already taking a science class with physics. So how can I be expected to choose between 2 theoretical careers in 10th, 9th grade? That's kind of crazy. And I know some people who are out of school are like, oh, school wasn't that bad. But it's all about a frame of reference. I remember I was listening to a Rooster Teeth podcast, and there was a point when Bernie Burns had said, you have never worked harder in your career than you did in school, which may be true, but you have school to put that in perspective. I guarantee you've never done something that you didn't want to do as much as in school. Like, that is just something that happens. People hate school, whether you're in it or out of it. Personally, I have a few classes that I like. Half of my day I enjoy in school, but not all of it. And there are certainly tests that I would not like to take. There are certainly classes that I wish I could drop. My health class was not fun at all. My teacher couldn't teach, which is an obvious downside, but that's something else. So it's all about frame of reference. If you're thinking, or if you know, if this is the worst thing that you've ever experienced, then it's going to be the worst thing that you've ever experienced. Like, there's no 2 ways around that. And that's why babies cry when they, like, stub their toe. It's like, that's the worst thing that's ever happened to them. Could you imagine that? The worst pain you've ever experienced? All over, like, discovering what the worst pain is that you've ever experienced, that would be horrible. So, yeah. But school is universally hated. And it's because it's sort of a time that makes you think about what you want to do in the future. And just for humans in general, the future is not fun. I know they both start with F, but they're not. That doesn't mean correlation. Like, okay, to be honest, the reason I wasn't posting reviews is just because I didn't want to. I had got done with, what was the last game that Sonic 3? I trudged through that game, I honestly did. And I was going to review Enclave. It's a $5 game. It was a port of an Xbox game. And I just looked at it, and I just said no. And then I stopped posting YouTube videos. And if I act that way to extracurricular stuff, I don't know how I'm going to be able to operate in a higher level learning environment, let alone doing research to find out what college major I want to pick. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but it is pretty funny in hindsight. But when I have to go through all of this, it's not. Well, okay. So that's my thoughts on that. The next game that I'll be reviewing, it'll come out on Monday or Tuesday. Once again, I don't know. It'll be Proteus. I'm not sure what structure it's going to take exactly, but you'll see. And this is Bits of the Generation, signing off.